Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jacoby from Papa Roach. And you? Yeah, you watching Heavy Consequence.
Hey everyone, it's Spencer from Heavy Consequence. I'm here with Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach.
What's
Thanks
up?
for being here, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. And let's talk about the new album,
Woo!
Ego Trip.
Yes.
Yeah. And I understand this was like a true pandemic album, like
Yeah.
written and recorded during the pandemic. How did that like inform and affect the songwriting, being locked down?
I mean, just pull the plug on this thing, this freight train of rock and roll we've been on for 20 years, and then it just stopped. And I was bummed, and then I realized, damn, I needed a break. And then that break kept persisting. I'm like, I didn't need this long of a break. So we called each other up, and we're like, let's go into a house, let's rent a joint, and go create music together again. And so we got this house, we went down, it's in Temecula, California, locked in there for a month, and just proceeded to fucking like break all the walls down creatively within us and just go full tilt boogie and just see what happens. Yeah. And it was a great Kickstarter for this album, and really a great escape for the boys, to create music together and rediscover who we were as a band again, and discover that we still love this thing, that we're passionate about it still.
Cool. And you always wear your heart in your sleeve in your lyrics. For you as a singer, is it cathartic to sing about those difficult experiences in your songs and put them in lyrics in your songs?
It helps me just come to terms with it. Absolutely cathartic, and to understand my feelings and to put them in their place, not always let my feelings rule where I'm at and what I'm doing, And it's a delicate balance, being I'm a super sensitive ass dude. I'm just gonna be real, like I just am, and like hypersensitive. That's why I like to use and abuse drugs and alcohol. Back in the day, was just because I fucking just feeling it was too much for me, and I was weak, and so I had to become a stronger person to be able to have some thicker skin and exist out here in this world. And so yeah, man, it's cathartic, man. It brings peace, and and not like I have this serene life, but moments of peace it's incredible to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And your new song, No Apologies, just hit #1 on rock radio. Another chart topper for Papa Roach. And you also released a very touching video for that one as well. Yeah. Do you mind talking about that song, just musically and lyrically?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the video explains my story, and coming from a broken home and really struggling with that as a young kid, and it was tough, and as a young adult, tracking my old man down and just going and letting that dude know, hey man, I love you no matter what. I don't know what happened between you and mom or whatever, and why I haven't talked to you in 12 years, but I still got a place in my heart for you, and I think that just letting him know that I don't harbor a resentment towards him, for whatever happened and why he was absent. He's got his own can of worms in his life. The more I've learned about my father, the more I understand why he is the way he is, and he's just doing the best he can with the the hand of cards he's been dealt in his life. And but yeah, man, that song just comes from such a real place and such an honest story. And the story of forgiveness, I feel, is there's a path to freedom in forgiveness, and I had to write about it. I got to write about it because there's power. There's power in it. People are always looking for what do they plug into, or what's their source of power? That's mine, being a forgiving person. Yeah, good stuff.
And Papa Roach, even though you guys broke in the early 2000s, you guys formed in 1993. A lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Which means next year it's gonna be 30 years.
Fuck yeah.
Of Papa Roach.
Yeah.
What does it mean for you, someone who's been public with your personal struggles? What is the ups and downs of the band to still be going strong Going into 30 years next year.
You know, it's wild to look back and say that, you know, and be able to claim that and own that. I'm a man. I like to commit to shit. That's what I do in my life, man. Like, I think that's one of the, I guess, the things I enjoy is like relationship, and the relationship I have with my band is some of the most important relationships I have in my life. They've taught me so much about myself, so much of what it is to be a worker amongst workers, also how to be a leader, also how to just fucking be me and find who I am and be loved by the brothers around me for me, who I am. And it's a lovely story, dude. And, you know, we've had our highs and our lows, and we'll have more. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking how it goes. It's life. And so we're just an open book of a real true story of 4 dudes making music that are passionate about it, that have struggles and fucking wake up and put our pants on one leg at a time, except after that we make gold records, baby. And platinum ones too.